What's up guys, Coverage Genius here, back again with another video, and today is Thursday, August 27th, 2020. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by, I really appreciate you. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Hey, my subscriber count is going up, and so whoever you are, thanks for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. It really does. Thursdays have been known for Thirsty Thursdays, and after thinking about it a little bit, I think I'm going to change the name and not use Thirsty Thursdays, but instead make Thursdays for ranting. Yes, that's right, ranting. I think we need a day that's strictly for ranting to get all the rants and the thoughts and the negativity that's on our minds off our chest. And what better way to do it than making it a weekly thing and posting it up on YouTube. Now, if you're in sales, specifically insurance sales, you probably have a lot to rant about. And I'm gonna rant today, and I'm sure you're gonna understand where I'm coming from. For those of you who aren't in insurance sales and you're thinking about going in insurance, well, this is a great channel for you because I do talk about what I do mostly on a daily basis. So if you haven't already, smash the like button. Come on, you could do it, and subscribe to my channel and give me feedback. Give me comments on what you'd like to hear from me. And those of you who are in insurance sales and you're watching my video, just smash the like button. Give me some encouragement, please, because you know what? I'm here for you guys too. Let me be an outlet for you. Anything you want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely talk about them. All right, so for today's rant, and this is like a rant that I face probably at least once a week. So here's where it begins. You get a lead, you get a phone call, and then someone calls you and they say, yeah, I'm shopping for insurance. Okay, great. My first question is, where have you looked prior to calling me? Who have you been getting quotes from? Right off the bat, here's a tip, and maybe this is a good tip for you. If they say Geico, automatically in your mind's eye, you should be saying, okay, don't spend too much time on this person. Why? Because they're only solely interested in the cheapest price. And you're gonna find out after, when their renewal comes, they're gonna switch and not be your customer any longer because they're gonna try to find a cheaper price and switch over there. So there's really no loyalty. So that's a tip for you. Hey man, bonus, you're getting a tip right off the bat from my rant. What really gets to me is when I do my discovery call, and a discovery call is basically trying to find out everything about the client. You know, from their name to their address of, let's say it's someone who's purchasing a house, to their prior address, to their date of birth, what's going on in the house. In the discovery call, you as an insurance salesperson need to find out everything you can about the home. Why? Because you want to make sure that you're covering the home as precisely as possible. There are a lot of agents out there, and shame on you guys, who just cut corners and basically write up some sort of quote just to get a cheaper price, and they won't take the time to explain why they derived with the quote that they're presenting. That bugs me because you're taking a shortcut. You're an insurance salesperson. You have licenses in your state to sell the products that you are selling, but you're cheapening out and you're making the insurance profession a very weak one because, yes, you may be making your client happy temporarily by providing a cheaper price, But let's get straight to it. It ain't cheap because it's just cheap and the insurance company wants to give you something cheap. It's cheap because you're lacking in coverage. That's one rant I just want to mention, because this is actually not the rant that I want to talk about today, but it's just coming into my mind. If you're in insurance sales, do your damn job correctly, okay? Don't make the other hardworking guys and girls who are spending a lot of their time and energy doing what it is that they need to do and doing things accurately and precisely. Don't screw it up for the profession, okay? This is what happens with car sales. This is what happens in the legal profession. It happens in every freaking profession, right? There's always going to be bad apples who ruin it for the rest of the good ones. And so we have to deal with it. And you know, sometimes actually, if I come across a customer who has this type of person as an agent, well, I think it's actually an opportunity. Not only is it an opportunity to teach the client what they don't have on their current coverage and why there may be certain gaps that leave them open to liability, but it gives me an opportunity to showcase who I am. And 9 times out of 10, I'm able to get that customer, that client as my own. So you know what? Hey, if you're a bad insurance agent, keep doing what you're doing. That's fine by me, because I'll probably get your client later on. Anyway, all right. Anyway, the rant I want to talk about is really this. You know, as a professional, the ultimate client, the best client is the person who listens to what I have to say, who treats me as the professional, because you know what? I am the coverage genius, okay? For example, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to tell a surgeon how to operate. I don't own a pizza shop. I'm not going to tell a 25, 30-year-old pizza shop owner how to make their pizza. They know how to make it because they've been in business for that long, and so they are experts. Well, the same thing goes for insurance. Because of the internet, everyone can go online now and just get a quote. But the problem is most of the people who do that don't know what they're getting. They're only focused on one thing, which is price. And it really comes down to the adage, you get what you pay for. It's cheap for a reason, all right? A lot of the Geico ads that you see when they say, oh, 15 minutes can save you $500 or more, or whatever that stuff. You know, that slogan that's ingrained in your brain. It's probably because you're not getting the best coverages. You're probably getting state minimums. And I've seen this across the board all the time. And maybe it's okay for the type of clientele that they want, right? Because a lot of the clientele that they are looking for are the ones who aren't homeowners. So they don't have really big assets. They don't own businesses. Maybe those type of people are okay with getting the state limits, because if they get into an accident, there's really nothing to go after. Maybe they don't care. Okay, that could be a decent point. But if you're a homeowner, if you have a family, if you're a business owner, then no, this is not okay. These coverages are too small and it opens you up to liability. When I work on a quote, I look at the whole picture. For example, I worked on a client today. In my mind's eye, a very wealthy individual. They own a nice home. They have a very great business. They drive pretty expensive cars. I mean, the value of their home is probably $3 million. Okay, so in those terms, they're considered a high net worth individual. And I've known this person for the longest time, for probably 20 or 30 years, okay? Sometimes it just bugs me when they ask me, can we get the pricing cheaper? It gets to me because I'm already saving them a couple $1,000 already. So how much cheaper do you want to get? You own a $3 million home. What do you expect your insurance to be? What do you expect the premium of it should be? $1,000? No. No way in hell will you get any type of coverage for a yearly premium of $1,000 for a $3 million home. Get real. And this is my rant. My rant is, look, if you've known me for a very long time and you trust my judgment and you know that I'm professional and I'm also licensed in the states where I sell insurance, then you know what? Let me do my freaking job, all right? I will teach you and explain to you why it is you need these coverages and why this is the best company to go with, because they're offering the best price for the coverages that you need, okay? It's as simple as that. Don't ask me, oh, can I get it a little cheaper? Can I get it a little cheaper? Well, if you're asking me those questions, man, well then maybe you should look at your other things that you're paying every single month for. Maybe you should cut some of those things out, right? Because I'm sure your cable bill is probably $200 a month. I'm sure your internet bill is $100 a month. You have expensive cars. You're paying an arm and a leg for those. But with regards to your most important asset, which is your home, the largest valued thing that you own, you want to cheap out on insurance. That makes no freaking sense to me. None whatsoever. Does that make sense to you? Honestly, your asset that you've worked so hard for, that you've paid your mortgage payments time and time again for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Blood, sweat, and tears paying into your house. Yet you want to cheap out on the insurance to cover for it. Does that really make sense? I'll give you an example. I have a former client who moved from New York to California. It's an elderly couple, had a lot of money. They bought a house all cash in California. And they said, I don't need insurance. What? I don't have a mortgage. It's not required. I don't need insurance. Well, what's happening right now in the state of California? Hearing in the news about fires? Well, unfortunately, their house was totally burnt down in a fire. No insurance. They lost everything. What happens then? Sorry to say, it's finished. And that's sad. It's sad because you didn't want to pay $1,200, $1,500, $2,000, maybe $3,000, depending on the value of your home. You didn't want to pay that per year to save your $500,000, $800,000, $1 million, $2 million home. That makes no sense, people. And that's my rant for today. Let's be logical in our decisions. Let's not cheap out on insurance just because I can save $50 a year. I've had clients who've left me, and these are people I've known for a very long time, who've left without telling me, and I found out later because they were saving like $100 a year. Now, sometimes this job is really hard because there's no loyalty. It's hard to find a loyal client who appreciates what you do for them. And hopefully through this channel, I can explain this process so maybe more people can be educated on what a really great insurance agent can do for them. I've said enough for today. I feel better because I ranted. I think this is a good idea. Every week, maybe every Thursdays, we're going to do Ranting Thursdays. And hey, if you have a story about an incident or some sort of thing that happened, event that happened while you were doing some sort of sales, insurance sales, whatever it is, share it with us. Share it with me. Write it down in the comments. Let me hear about it. Maybe we can connect and talk about it, and maybe we can make a video about it. I don't know. Let's grow this community. So smash that like button. Come on, just smash it. Just smash it, like it, subscribe to the channel. Let's grow this community together so that we can learn from each other, so that I can learn from you, and maybe you can learn something from me. All right? Well, that's my Thursday rant. I appreciate your time and for you watching my video and liking it and subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much. And you know what? I hope you have a good evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.